This town hall is about connecting, it's about communicating, and inspiring others.
Don't show this to people.
I haven't even talked about this with my mother yet.
Oh my God, you're right. Like, I have problems.
Well, I've gone through therapy for all these people.
And I turn like bright red, I would feel it under my foundation. That's why I don't wear blush.
Who's going to change the world? Literally. Who's going to help move this world to a better place? And I know in my heart it's you guys. That you guys, you young teen women, are going to do just that. So what I wanted to do was provide a place where girls can come and talk. And it will help you get to know what your purpose is, what you want to do in the world. It's going to make you strong, powerful, creative beings. And then, of course, Jacqueline, because I wanted to bring someone who has a great positive influence on young girls today. Let's start.
Bullying. So of course, like being on the internet doing what I do, of course there's like bullies or haters, but like that's not really what I consider like bullying. I'll talk about my experience of being bullied more when I was your guys' age, because that's when it was like too legit to quit.
Suddenly she just hated me.
She had threatened to show up at my house with a knife.
It seemed like everyone in my grade was against me.
You have chipmunk cheeks, your ears stick out.
Oh, you're too pale.
She's like, no, your skin is too brown.
I'm gonna make everybody hate you. And I tried so many self-tanners. Like, I have all of them sitting in my drawer.
She had a wish in the entire world. She would shoot me, cut me up into pieces, and then burn me with acid in her backyard. That's what she told her sister about me.
You're a whore, you're a slut, you used me to get popular.
The bullying came from people that I thought I could trust, and it was my family.
When people talk to me about like bullying, I'm like, oh no, am I a bully? What if I am?
Whenever we go out, my dad's like, oh, these are my sons. And I'm like, I'm a girl.
I thought it was cool to beat down other people.
I was very revengeful when I was younger.
This girl had said that I had bullied her, and I was like, I started crying.
Then I was on the other side of the spectrum and I was getting bullied.
She was like, you made me feel so bad about having big eyebrows that I shaved them, and I felt so bad.
I felt really, really, really terrible, but like I didn't have the guts to talk to her. Like, I couldn't.
I was weak in myself, and I never want to be that person again.
She came over standing there in front of my table, like, I have nowhere to sit, you know, and I looked at her and like, knowing very well she's made fun of me and everything, I looked at her, I'm like, yeah, come sit. So she came and sat down, and she's actually my best friend to this day. She was my absolute best friend.
I'm gonna meet Jacqueline, and I'm gonna meet all these girls, and I'm gonna be on camera and on the internet. I wanna look okay, I don't wanna look too chubby, or I don't want my face to look like this. And I'm like, no, that's the complete opposite reason why I should be here.
I've always had a really hard time with body image.
Some of my earliest memories are being a little toddler, pinching at her thighs and pinching at her stomach, and then looking around at like older girls that were taller and thinner and different body types, and I'm like, well, why don't I look like that?
I look nothing like all the other girls in school.
After I had my daughter, I hated myself. I started cutting myself, I started drinking.
I'm coming in here still really struggling with an eating disorder, and I have been for years.
I didn't like feeling like I was always competing with everyone else, which is something that comes from me. That's not something anyone else did.
I was the one that became my biggest bully.
I overdosed, and I tried to commit suicide almost a year ago.
I convinced my mother that if I took diet pills and lived a certain way to try to lose weight, maybe I would feel better about myself.
And I like fell on the floor, and then I don't remember anything, and then I remember hearing my dad come in first, which my parents have been divorced since I was 3, and they hate each other. So for them to be uniting over anything was a huge deal.
Don't think that you need to completely like turn into someone else to make the person that you're with happy.
I lived through that for a reason, and everyone is supposed to be here.
If I'm only focused on hating myself, I can't love other people.
You can't be a good best friend to anyone else if you're not your own best friend, and you have to support yourself.
I always kind of just try to look at myself in the mirror, and I'm like, you know what? I have a good personality.
Beauty is relative in terms of what's on the outside.
Hearing other people being so strong and brave makes me feel like one day there really will be a possibility that I will be like you guys.
I mean, this is like one of the reasons why I want to do this. I have a contact sheet with all of your emails and stuff on it, and I'd like to send it to everybody so you all can talk to each other. So then, Holly, when you're feeling like, well, I don't know what the hell's going on, or you know what, you can talk to other people here who you've spent some unbelievable time with.
I'm not gonna remember one of your bodies. I don't care if you're 500 pounds. I don't care if you're so tiny I can put you in my pocket. I'm not gonna remember any of your bodies today, honestly. I'm gonna remember your eyes, and I'm gonna remember your spirit. That's all I'm gonna take away from today.
I like my smile.
I like how family-oriented I am.
My resilience.
My humor.
My hair. No, I'm just kidding. I like my eyes.
My strength, because I can lift 2 times my weight.
Boom, get it.
I like my bubble butt.
No one can bring you down if you love yourself. Like, you are untouchable. You are up here. You are on fire. You're at the peak of a mountain, and no one can bring you down if you love yourself.